tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test.
What up,
Expect
Nine?
nothing less, your check is I'm chest, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom,
What up,
attached from a weapon, no
Nine?
coming in second. This life is a lesson.
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
As the 9% and word would say, make a better you, a better us.
Give them what they ask for.
Who do you think you are? I'm the word. Boy, I'm the one who put in the work.
When I move, it's in a quick rumble. I will never ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.
What up, bro? It's the word. You see the title. We about to get into it. Before we do that, go do me a favor. Hit that like, man. And if you new to this, subscribe. Check it out. Free to you, but it mean the world to me. With that being said, let me get into the chat. Dee Dee. What up, though, Dee Dee? Bud Files, what to do with the business is. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to Bud Files. Shout out to Dee Dee. My 33 brother, Mr. Gary Bucks at Down Brown. What to do with the business is. Shout out to the new people in the chat, too. Yeah, bro, you tripping already. D Riley. Yeah, so, oh, yeah, we gonna get that, right? We on vertical today. If you want to hit the link, you're more than welcome. Link is on the community wall. What we talking about today? We're having a conversation, healing is a journey. You got to prepare for it, right? Most people have complications during this process because they ain't prepared for it. Therapy is great. Therapy is a good tool. Um, there's a lot of good tools. Therapy personally didn't work for me, but I see the effectiveness that the effectiveness of it that from people around me who went to therapy. And shout out to my young boy. He came through a couple times. Nervous knowledge. He came through my boy, my little young boy. He's going through therapy right now. He's sharing his journey with me. And at this point, there's somebody I mentor. So he's this is his journey, right? And I'm here to support him. So I help him along the way. I don't take away or add nothing to the process that he's going through right now because we all learn through experience, right? And this is that time where it's hands off and you just be there for support. So that's where we at with him, right? That's where I'm at with him. So that's what we do. And but he inspired this conversation because he unpacked something that a lot of people it's hard for them to get to this point when you come talking about the journey of healing because it is a journey, man. And a lot of times what people don't identify is where the journey begins, right? Most people start from the situations or scenarios or circumstances that they currently in, right? And they wonder why once they heal from that situation that they still going through these consistent loops of similar circumstances or situations. And it's because the problem is not at the beginning. Imagine this, right? Imagine you're doing some yard work. You see some weeds, right? And you pull them. 3 days later, you go back out there, and them same weeds you pull They're right there. That's how our healing process is. If you start from the current situation where you at, eventually you'll go through the same scenario because you got to get to the root of the problem, right? You pull that weed up from the root, it's gone, ain't coming back, right? That same problem, the same situation, it ain't coming back because you done pulled it from the root. And a lot of the healing that majority of us have to go through, the process starts from our childhood, right? A lot of the trauma that we currently experiencing is not from current events, it's from childhood because the events in our childhood built our perception, and our perception dictates the actions that we take today. The perception that we built from kids is how we look at life today, right? So a lot of times we put ourselves in these situations trying to avoid some pain that we never really identified. People become more timid. They don't take advantages of situations or scenarios. Shout out to Commander, the lady of the night, the Minister General of Defense is in the building. Stop playing with what up now? Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. But a lot of that trauma, that process starts from the root of it. How did we build this perception that dictates our actions today? It was from the experiences that we had when we was kids, you know. So you have to go back and understand why you perceive things the way you do now, and that help. That's the beginning of the process. But to even know that, a lot of times people need to be told that they need to be shown that, right? Because they just focus on the here and now, what they're going through now. How can I overcome this? That's what they focus on, not knowing that the problem stems from trauma that they experienced when they was kids. And like I said, therapy helps bring that awareness. With him, it brought that awareness. Not only do therapy bring that awareness, but going through therapy helps you develop the tools that you need while you're along the journey to make the journey. I'm not gonna say easier, but it does. Think about it. Like if you're out in the wilderness camping and you ain't got no tools, it's gonna be a little harder to thrive, let alone survive, than it will be if you go into the forest with the tools. You go in with a sleeping bag. You go in with a tent. You ain't got to look for shelter. If you go in with a fishing pole, you ain't got to make one. You ain't got to find materials to make one. So that's how that works. Chosen one, what up, though? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So that's how that works. So you need the tools to prepare you for the journey uphill. And a lot of people, um, it's crazy because it's 2025, right? And still therapy is so taboo to people. It's so taboo going to therapy. Like I said, personally, it didn't work for me, but I always advocate for it for the simple fact I see the effectiveness from the people around me who, went to therapy. I see the effective. It's very effective, you know, and that's a tool, but without that tool, like I said, it's like you're trying to find something in the dark. You don't know what the problem is. You just know it's a problem. So therapy gives you that light to see what the problem actually is. It gives you the tool to combat the problem, or in this instant, heal from the past trauma. And it leads to beliefs. Our perception is, uh, I'm not going to say dictated, but our perception is heavily influenced on what we believe. And what we believe a lot of times comes from the results that we have in life, especially talking about forming perception from a childhood. If you are a child and you consistently get negativity, you're going to grow up believing this is all the world has to offer because that's all you experience. So you will be looking for the negativity on a consistent basis in everything you do. And with every person you interact with, you will be looking for the negativity. And while you're looking for it, sometimes you create situations for it to occur. you become the stimulant just to give you some validation of your worldly perception. We was talking about yesterday developing a victim mentality. A lot of times that's how it occurs. People look for instances to become a victim to validate their circumstances. They put themselves in the line of fire for it. Yeah, definitely, definitely. It is negativity out there. Positivity and negativity. Whatever you focus your attention on, that's what you go see the most. That's what you go experience the most. Whatever you focus on. If you focus on negativity, you have positivity right next to you and won't even see it. It's like a horse with blinders. So, yeah, I'm not saying be naive, right? I'm not saying don't be naive because the world it's not the world that's fucked up. It's the people in it that make the world fucked up. So it's not the world that's messed up. It's the people in it. And you got to deal with negative and positive. That's just an aspect of life. There's negative and positive. Like you said earlier, that candy wrapper stuff, I don't do participation trophies. I don't do none of that. The world is ugly and you got to be ready to deal with it, right? You do. You know, I'm not going to deny there's negativity in the world because it exists, but it is less effective if you're prepared for it, right? That's like this. If you live in a rough area, I grew up in the hood, right? What helped me was knowing how to fight. You know why? Because people always fucking fight me. I know people who didn't know how to fight. And guess what happened to them? They got their ass whooped. They got bullied. I didn't get bullied. I bullied the bullies. You know why? Because I can fight. Wasn't nobody trying to fight me. A couple times they tried me, and after that, when they seen the results, they developed that belief. I'm not gonna fuck with him. That's the belief they develop. So you have to be prepared for negativity, and the more you prepare for it, the less effective the negativity is. That's just how it works. It ain't going nowhere. It existed since humans existed, and the negativity in the world is manifested through us. The only reason negativity exists in the world is because of us. My 33 brother, Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown, what it do with the business is, fam? What up, though? Yeah, we vertical tonight, bro. We vertical. Man, uh, suburbs away. Man, hey, I'm in the burbs now, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm outside Detroit. I'm in the D. Well, I'm out. I ain't gonna say I'm in the D. I grew up in the D, though. I'm not even from Detroit. I moved to Detroit when I was young. I grew up in Detroit. And yeah, I'm out in the burbs now, bro. I'm straight. The hood got some good in it. I'm more comfortable out here. I'm a family man now. I got a wife and kids. You know, it's just less nonsense out here. It's just less nonsense where I'm at. But it's some good in the hood. I don't say fuck the hood. You know what I'm saying? It's some good people. It's some good things. I had a wonderful experience growing up in the hood for the most part. I went through a lot of bullshit, but like I said, I focus more on the positive than the negative. I done been shot, stabbed. Uh, so yeah, but I feel that though. The hood was fun. Man, like, look, before the early 2000s, man, the hood was, I swear it was that, bro. I mean, it was you either playing football in the street, you got the fire hydrant going, playing double dutch. We used to rollerblade. I mean, the hood was fun, man. And then, I don't know, man, everything just shifted in the 2000s. People started shooting. Like, we used to fight all the time. Fighting was like, look, we'll whoop somebody, right? And then whoever win, when we was younger, we'd go to the Pizza Hut down the street and buy pizza with the person we just beat up. It wasn't like no, you have to die type shit. No, you just got whooped up. I even trained some people who I beat up. I ended up training them. We became friends. It was just a fight. And then it was like, I remember I beat this boy up so bad, his whole family came around guns and everything. I'm looking like, what the fuck? Like, I just whooped his ass. Like, what's going on? Like, it ain't even this serious, bro. He just got lumped up, left a little lumps on his head. I ain't even beat him that bad. I'm like, all that for this? Like, all that for this? For a little. So, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm in the birds now. I'm straight. Mm-mm. But even that, right? Even the trauma, like I before I graduated, I seen 17 of my uh associates. I'm not gonna say friends because everybody wasn't a friend, but I was cool. I was cool with everybody. I went to everybody's funeral. Um, 17 associates passed away from violence. Well, I ain't gonna say all violence. I think uh, probably about out of 17, maybe like 12, 13 out of 17 was from violent conflicts. You know, um, but that shit traumatized me, man. That shit it kind of desensitized me. And then like then like working in a hospital, seeing death all the time. That shit kind of desensitized me to people dying, in a violent way. People die all the time. We born to die. As soon as we born, clocks start ticking, right? Eventually, if you're born, you have a death date. You just don't know when, but it's coming. That's just how everything works, right? But when you become desensitized to violent deaths, that's not good, man. And I think for my mental health, I did that myself. You know, I became desensitized so I can mentally process things because like it's one thing somebody dying of old age or by even a freak accident, right? Like a car accident. Somebody died from a car accident. That shit is sad, it's unexpected. But violence, like when somebody is violently unalive, if you in the presence of that happening, that can be traumatizing, very traumatizing. So you got to heal from that. You got to make that not normal again. Because you get sensitized to it, and then you lack empathy when it happens. You lack compassion. You lack um all those things are eliminated, and it becomes a norm. And that's what happened to our society. If you really truly think about it, like I grew up. I was born in '84, right? So I'm not gonna say I grew up in the '80s, but I experienced a lot of the '80s. I was from a small town. I didn't move to Detroit until I was 9. So I'm from a small town, so I experienced a lot of the '80s, and it wasn't a lot of like unaliving on TV. You very rarely seen somebody become unalived on TV. But mid '90s, early 2000, that was normal, and it was so normal that people were desensitized from watching it all day. All the famous movies and stuff, you watching it all day. Now in real life, we lose compassion, we lose empathy for real life people. So you got people out here unalive, not only movies, but now video games, it's in the music. Death was everywhere. So it became normal. That's why even in 2025, people the way they unalive them is like they playing a video game. It's like they're heartless. Like people used to unalive people and have nightmares. People they do it now and go get a burger. Like the dude who unalived Charlie Kirk. Like you pow this dude from a rooftop and then you go to Dairy Queen. Like what type of shit is that? Oh, let me get a Sunday after you just shot somebody in the neck, bro. That shit crazy. No remorse. That all those emotions are voided. Like the things we listen to, the things we watch, we're consuming that. And it has potential to influence our behavior because it has potential to influence the way we think. The way we think is the way we feel about things. So if you playing a game and you just constantly unalive us, you getting rewarded to unalive someone. Then you listening to music where they're glorifying unaliving someone. Then you watch a movie where you're cheering because they unalive someone. Then you go into real life and unalive someone. You have no emotion. There's no empathy. There's no shame. There's no regret. You desensitize to it. The real one. I will. If you come up on a panel and talk, I'll be quiet. How about that? Let's do that. Why don't you come up on a panel and talk, and then we'll be quiet. Let's see what you got to offer. Let's see what you got to offer. Come through. The link is on the community wall. Come up on the panel and talk. I'm pretty sure you got. I would. Everybody always say that right before they say I'm not available to do so. Everybody always say that. Let's see what kind of game you get to keep. Let's see what profound information you can expose to us. Because if I need to, set up, then it should be for a reason, right? You should have something. How? Go to my page. First, do this. Uh, click the little thing at the top of the screen. Go to my page. Hit the subscribe. Hit the like button. Go to the post on the community wall, and the link is there. I'm on my phone. Yeah, yeah. That's all you got to do. Is click the icon at the top, the avatar. Click the avatar. It should take you to my page. All right. Is that how that works? I'm listening. No, I don't want you to listen. I want you to talk. Because bro, look, we live, bro. Somebody got to be talking. If you want me to be quiet, I have no problem with that. But I need somebody to talk. So why not you, right? Because if you uh, feel what I'm saying, I need to be quiet, then that must mean you got something more profound or something with more substance to say, right? So I'm interested. I want to hear you, man. This your shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. You get one opportunity in a lifetime. Come lose yourself on a panel, bro. Come lose yourself. You might teach us something tonight. How about that? Let's do that. Let's do that. But I don't know if you go say something profound, bro. I don't know if you go say something with substance because you can't even find out how to hit the damn link. Oh shit. Okay, look, y'all. To my regular audience, I'm gonna do my best to not go off the rail. I'm on my way. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I hope you say something smart because if you don't, I'm gonna have fun with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna have some fun with you. But I'm interested. I'm always open. I'm an open-minded guy, So I'm always interested in what people have to offer. I just think most people don't have shit to offer, especially when they come in with a negative attitude. But you can just be trolling. You can just be joking. You can be, some type of super intellect that has something very profound to say. Oh no, no, we cool, bro. We gonna have fun tonight. We gonna have fun tonight. I went vertical with the understanding that it was gonna be people coming here on some. I had that understanding before I even went vertical, so I'm fine with it. I'm in that mood where I'm chill. I smoked me an indica right before I started the show, so it'll last for a minute. I'll be able to tolerate ignorance for a minute. Gary, where's the faith, Gary? Yeah, but that healing journey, bro. You know, uh, the way we built our perception, that's the key point I want to help people understand. When you healing, always go to the root of the problem. Go back to your childhood and understand why you look at things the way you do. Because the thought always creates the feeling, right? The way you think about things is going to dictate how you feel about it, right? We talked about this process. Thought, feel, behavior. That behavior uh, is 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 how you react or respond to situations. That's what behavior is. How you react or respond to different scenarios or behavior. I mean, it's scenarios and circumstances. That's what behavior is. So the thought you have is gonna make you feel some type of way. The feeling is gonna cause a behavior slash reaction. That reaction yields a result, right? That's what happens. So you got to understand why you think and why you feel the way you feel about certain things. Even like relationships. Like if you look at, um, I give you myself for an example. I'm gonna use myself for an example. Missing Mob, what it do with the business is, man? What it do with the business is? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I ain't reading your comments right now. When Mod and Commander get together, oh man, it's a party, boy. It's a party. I love my nine, man. I love my nine. But that behavior is developed from our past experience, and we carry that into adulthood. It shaped our whole world perception, how we look at things. And a lot of times we look at it from a position of being traumatized, right? So we will avoid things like relationships, right? People think like most people who come from broken homes and they had that experience as a child going through the process, oftentimes won't mind if they create another broken home. We call these generational curses, but what it actually is learned behavior because it was okay for my mom and dad and they went through it. They got through it okay. So it's okay if I go through it or do it. And sometimes that happened in an unbroken home too. I'm not going to take that away. I'm just giving a specific scenario. A lot of times it makes it okay when someone creates a broken home. Even I got friends, right? Grew up, their dad wasn't around and they did the same thing. They had kids and they're not around their kids and they're okay with it. They don't see nothing wrong. Why? Because they experienced that. Their daddy was around, so they know their kid might be okay if they're not around. They okay with that, and that's learned behavior. And that's learned behavior. People call it generational curses. I mean, that's if you put the woo woo in, you can call it that to make you feel better. I just think it's more it when you when you really truly understand what it is, it's just easier to correct. I understood what it was, you know. Uh so it was easy for me to correct. What you doing out here, little mama? You not sleepy? Okay. Well you can chill right there as long as you're doing your thing. I'm not gonna bother you though. There is mod there. I don't know what y'all talking about, but that's what it often stems from. It's from our childhood experiences and how we perceive things. That's how, from the experience we experience as a child, a lot of our beliefs are developed, and that's from our beliefs. That's how we interact with the world. It's from a belief standpoint, and a lot of times the way we develop beliefs, are not good for us, right? The belief we develop, the real MF. Okay, hold on, I'm about to pull you up. What up, though?
Yo,
What to do with the business is, man?
what to do, man? What we talking about here?
We talk about anything, man. I want to hear what you got to offer. You
Um,
the
I
guy.
mean, I don't want to just start anywhere. Where were you? Where'd you start? Where'd you leave off at?
I'm talking about the process of healing
The process of healing
from past trauma.
from past trauma. Hmm. Let's see. What you have to say about that? Depends on what
Oh,
you're healing from.
I was given exactly. You got to be aware of what you have from. But that, yeah, I was just running down the process of how to accomplish that, how to get it done.
Yeah, I think that, man, it depends on where you're coming from. It depends on what you're healing from. Are you healing from something that's kind of stuck with you mentally, or is something that's stuck with you physically? Um, there's different hurdles for each avenue, I guess, and ultimately, I mean, it's up to you on how you feel at the end of the day. If you can go to sleep or just pretty much accept, like, hey, like I feel better, or I'm gonna be able to live my life with this. Healing is a personal thing, personal journey. Um, I don't know if everything can be healed.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I mean,
not too
I
much.
can agree. I think it depends on the person, how resilient a person is. Because I went through some real messed up things and I healed from everything. Um, but I know everybody ain't capable of that. Everybody's just not capable of healing from certain things. And I think it's predicated upon the individual.
Yeah, I really just think it depends on what you're healing from. Um, like I said, if it's physical, can you really heal from being paralyzed, or if you have a certain illness or something, or something has happened to you that's caused you to be a certain way. Um, you know,
I I'm gonna answer yes. You know why? And I know you don't know me, but check this out. Let me show you something on my screen. You see this? Probably can't see it that good, but
yeah, I
this is the
can.
X-ray of my skull. Right? I got a shunt in my head now because 5 years ago my brother decided to kick me in the head, and I had what they call a pseudo tumor, and I lost majority of my eyesight.
Wow.
So I'm legally blind right now because my brother got jealous and decided to kick me in the head. And I healed from that. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at the fact that I'm legally blind now. And I think that I had the strength to overcome that because of my past experience of me overcoming certain obstacles I had in life. So, like, from that question, can you heal from something physical? I ain't gonna lie, I was mad as hell at first because um, I used to spar a lot. I was in the MMA. I can't do that anymore. I can't get hit in my head because it can be like instant death. If that cut move the wrong way, it can paralyze me. It can really fuck me up. Right? If it stopped working, it can fuck me up. So, from a physical standpoint, like I understand what you're saying, and again, it's predicated on the person because I know people who lost less than me and they still bitter about it. So
Yeah. No, yeah, it really just depends on how you feel at the end of the day. Does it make you, does it actually have an impression on your feeling? Meaning, like, are you in pain from it, or is it,
constant
or,
pain. I deal with migraines now, 24/7.
okay. Okay, so
Yeah,
I understand that. See, I deal with something that I physically have been going through, that I have not been able to seem to make better at all. Um, just had a situation where I kind of just woke up and I have like this pain in my neck and my back area, and like all the way up my head, around my throat area, just the whole thoracic region, cervical region, the top of the thoracic region. Like I said, more so cervical. So this tightness is almost, it feels like somebody's like choking you like the whole time. Personally, I went to physical therapy, did the whole thing. Doctors, hey, yeah, you're young, this and that. You're gonna, yeah, nothing. It shouldn't be anything. Use ice, this and that, the whole rundown, right? No, none of that's helped. It's something that I deal with 24/7. It does not go away. When I lay down, I don't feel it as much. Pain goes from like a uh 8 out of 10 to like a 1 or 2, but like still it's there. And it's like something that's stuck with me like since I've been dealing with it. And it's almost unbearable. It's something that it's like a slow bake. It's not like a sticking your hand in a frying pan, thank God. Or it's not like a toothache, but it's like a slow bake. It's like the oven's on 200, 300, but it's going all day long. And it's going to be here tomorrow. Well, I don't know that for sure. I don't know if it's going to be here tomorrow, but it's been here. I'll say that. I'm not going to put that on myself, but it's been here. And I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go. So I kind of wonder, like, hey, can I heal from this? And I think there are probably technological breakthroughs that can definitely happen for both of us. Somebody
yeah,
create something that that can have a positive effect on you. There's always risk and reward that comes with that. But if there's some type of neurological device that can help both of us in some type of way to either stimulate the brain or kind of decrease some of the stimulation to help with both of our both of our situations. I definitely think that is possible, especially in today's world with technology that we have, and possibly with some of the ancient technologies that we might have lost over time.
Mhm.
There are a lot of things that I think that are probably buried or totally just lost within the human like diaspora. I do think things get deep. I do think things are like, there are some things like I'm sure you know about, like, for example, that are suppressed from us. Things
Definitely.
like, for example, we can just talk about our whole medical industry. I
Bro,
was
I was in the medical field for 15 years. I know it's more profitable for people to treat you than to cure you. I
exactly.
learned that. Yeah, I've seen that, bro. It's
I've
more
actually
profitable for them to treat you than to heal you.
I went to nursing school. I graduated with my RN. Got a registered degree in nursing. And to this day, I cannot step inside a hospital, cannot nurse. I can talk to somebody and let you know certain things or whatever, but I cannot be a part of that bullshit. And a lot of
I
my family,
left, bro.
a lot of people ask me like, "Hey man, why don't you do this, do that?"
Oh, what happened? He was cut off, or did I lose it? Is he still up there, y'all? Oh, let me check. Oh, did he drop off? Yeah, he dropped off. Oh no, he didn't drop off. I might cut off. Hold on 1 second. Let me fix my mic. My earphones. Oh no, he didn't drop off. I might. Hold on 1 second. Let me fix my mic. Hold on, is that my earphone? Let me check something real quick. No, he's saying they will need to connect their mic. Your mic fell off, bro. They say you gotta reconnect the mic, bro. Hey, let's have a good conversation. Well, that's what I say. Sometimes people come in, w- you know, sometimes people come in to pro, but then, uh, they loosen up and you had good conversations with them. Shout out to them. Hey, baby, what you doing, mama? You supposed to be asleep, little girl. You supposed to be asleep. Hold on, somebody just talking. Hold on 1 second, man. Here we go. You back. There you go.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I think my face might have hit the phone or something. But yeah, to this day, people ask me, "Hey man, why don't you go back to being a nurse and this and that?" And I'm like, man, I can't do it. I feel like I'm working against everybody. Just working, even if you're working kind of like and you don't know exactly what you're a part of. It's like when I have a hint that like I'm a part of something that's like way bigger than me, and that this shit is not going in the right direction. Like once you realize, like, hey, like you've gained the knowledge on something, but you know so much that you really don't know anything, and you kind of realize like,
There
wait,
you go.
like we don't know anything, or once you like a lot of people get in this position and don't know this, like like when you occur some type of illness or some type of sickness, people go to the doctor like, hey, let's throw money at it, can you fix me? And then a doctor tells you like, yeah, take this medicine, okay, and then medicine doesn't just automatically fix you. Like it's not just like a bacterial infection or something like that. That is literally the only thing that we cure. A bacterial infection and maybe some viral infections. Maybe I don't even think we cure viral infections. I
Shit,
think we just suppress them.
they make you comfortable during a viral infection at most.
Yeah,
you
right. Unless it's something like a
get
cold
some
or
relief.
something. Other than that, like I mean, if it's like a serious viral infection, bro, they don't cure that shit. Like
You
they
can't. That
just
shit got to
suppress it.
pass through your system.
Right. The only thing that we cure literally is bacterial infections. And that's literally because you can like, kill certain bacteria and And stronger ones, we're having a problem with that, with like super bugs or whatever. But hopefully that doesn't like reach a level that it's affecting everybody. But there is some of that, but I know it's very small. And if there is somebody out there that's listening that does affect, I do not mean to like minimize you at all. So I definitely understand because I'm part of that minority, a minority in a sense. Um, so yeah, man, like they don't realize that, like you don't. There, it's literally nothing that we hear. So like, it's like, wait, what are we doing here? Like, is this shit fake? Is this shit all about money? Like, are we really just like sitting here and allowing each other to just kind of be sick? Hey, shut up, go back to work, and like, hey, live your life, you know. And that's ultimately what everybody ends up doing. You know what I mean? Like, shut up, take this, go back. And once you
And you go back.
realize,
Yeah.
yeah,
My bad. Go ahead, bro.
no, go. I'm sorry. I was saying like once you realize, like, damn, like you might not even need that medicine. Like you can feel that way and not even have to take the medicine, which is like, I mean, you feel that way because something has like enter your body or something's like kind of going wrong with your body, but they're making you take a medicine that they're saying like, hey, like this right here is going to help you. Certain medicines do not help, and they say that they do, but they actually don't have much of an impact. Now, there's some medications that do. So I'm not saying like, hey, jump off your medication right now. So if you're listening to this, do not just like jump off your medication. It's certain things like high blood pressure or certain things like that. Like you might not just want to just jump off your medication or whatever. You definitely want to talk to your doctor, but I would definitely choose better life approaches like eating better, sleeping, exercise, things like that first, and then work on your medication or whatever. But there's a lot of things like let's see, if we talk about antidepressants, for example, or some of these medications that you see like on TV most of the time, like I have Crohn's, for example, which is a stomach illness, intestinal bowel disease, IBD. And for the longest, I was taking this medication called Remicade. At the time, it was actually a research drug, and it was for chemo patients or whatever, patients who had attracted some type of cancer. But they realized that it worked for um, IBD, or which is an immunosuppressant. It's an immunosuppressant drug. And IBD is where your immune system attacks your digestive system, and so they realized that this medication worked. And now since then, there's a lot of them. Humira. Um, you have what are those ones? It's a lot of them, man. It's a lot of commercials that they come on singing this music like, hey, take this medication. And since then, I remember like I was like I would talk to some of my friends or whatever, people who I knew who had the same illness or whatever, and unfortunately, they go through a lot more than me. I don't treat myself that great anymore, and, but they go through a lot more than me, and they're still taking this medicine, and I not taking this medicine in years, but I took it since I was like in sixth grade, so about 10 years old to about, I think I was 21 or 22 when I decided like, hell no, I'm off of this. And I've been off of it since, and now I'm 31. So I've been off of it since, and it's been about 10 years since I've taken it, and no bad effects as far as like IBD or anything. So you know, um, I would just test that to my DNA and my makeup and how the disease has treated me. Now, if I was in a bad place, I mean, would I take the medicine? Yeah, I would take it for a little while just to see if it made me heal, and then I would jump back off of it, just like I did. I would not take it for like the years and years that I did, because, like, for example, who's to say that medicine didn't cause what I'm going through right now? So even though it didn't directly just happen like that or whatever, when I took the medicine, it's not directly correlated with what I'm going through now. It's still a possibility that there could be some type of link. So I do not know. But yeah, man, so it's a lot of things that are deep that are hidden from us, and I don't want to get lost in that whole um with that whole cycle, just talking about that. But I will just say, yeah, like from my perspective, I've learned that we don't really know as much as we think, or they don't tell us everything. So a lot of people are like, it's like the blind leading the blind in a sense, no pun intended. I don't mean to say it like that, but you understand what I mean when I'm saying that. um like people, it's like we're just in the dark, and we're just like trying to, I don't know if there's something like being placed over us, if there are real answers to these things, or if like we're talking about the monetary value of these things are just like so high, and they praise that okay, if you're not going through anything or whatever, F it, the people who are, we're gonna make them pay, and we're gonna keep them there. And we're not gonna cure certain ailments, we're not gonna do this or do that. And I don't know, man, so that whole thing, I just couldn't be a part of it. So unfortunately, healthcare is not for me when it comes to that, but I definitely advocate for people, and I definitely understand what people go through, because I'm definitely going through something that I never ever would have thought that I would have gone through. So it's definitely changed me. To bring it back to your whole thing on how people can if people can really heal, like it brings me back to, like, I don't know, but at the same time I will say yes. At the same time I will say yes. There are certain things that we need to put into perspective. And like you said, like what you may go through is not what the other person may go through, and may not be what they perceive if both you all were going through the same exact thing. But I will say, you know, um, the mind is strong. The mind is one thing, and the physical is one thing, and we gotta kind of use those together, because those are the tools that we've been born with. So it's like, it's totally a personal experience, and you're kind of in, like,
Mm.
on the ride by yourself in a sense. I mean, you're together with other people, but you're totally on the ride by yourself. Because
Like
people don't get your perspective. They have alternative.
like ever since I got this shunt put in my head, my wife's been trying to get me to join this group, and I'm like, I understand why she do that, because it's like a support system, like you said. Sometimes it's good to hear from people who going through similar to same things as you are. But me, like me, I don't need that, and it's hard for her to conceive.
Right.
Like, this is, and I'm like, when have I ever complained about anything? Even like I have chronic migraine to the point I be in so much pain, my body shut down. I pass out. I will fucking pass out in a minute. And well, it got better through the years. Like 4 years ago, I kept passing out all the time, but now it's like I can tolerate the pain, and I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. I'm at peace with it, and it's hard to get there, but my whole life I've been going through adversity my whole life, so I'm kind of used to it. But that's me as an individual. That's how my perception was built. That's how, because the physical pain will create a mental pain also. Because you physically going through something, you will mentally and emotionally experience it also. So, like, even from like the standpoint you said, it's hard to heal from physical pain, like chronic physical pain, because not only are you having the physical pain, it's causing mental and emotional distress too. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like you're going through three things at the same time, right? So
100%.
sometimes it's hard to overcome that. You know,
100%.
I gotta ask you a question though. I have to ask you this because
I'm here.
I challenge you to come up on a panel, and to be honest with you, because the way you came into the chat, I didn't think you'll have anything of substance to share, but you do. So my question to you is, uh, like your intent was just to like come through and troll, like is trolling the thing? Like, I mean, it's fine, like because like Miss Ahmad is in the chat. She one of my moderators. She'll tell you like she's going to troll. So I think it's levels to trolling. Like but this the vibe I get. That's why I challenge you to come up, because normally, uh, like when I feel like people disturbing the chat, I'm real like in tune to my chat, and I don't want them to be disturbed, so I kick people. But I didn't feel that vibe from you. I actually felt like you probably had something to offer, and I'm happy you came up because you do, bro. You do. You adding to the content of the show, especially the topic of the show. Damn, did he drop off again?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
To be honest, I was just scrolling on my phone like normal, and your show came up maybe 2 or 3 times since I backed in and backed out, and just scrolling, and I literally wasn't really listening like that. And I mean, when I say I wasn't listening, I was there, but and I heard you speaking for sure, but yeah, I was just like playing around, and
Yeah.
when you say like, yeah, like in a sense, like, yeah, you want to get that attention. If I can get your attention at all, any type of way, I'll take that opportunity, and then hopefully, uh, like how you gave me an opportunity, I can get that opportunity and do something good with it.
Do something with
And
it. Yeah.
yeah, I would hope people understand that it doesn't go over people's heads that like everybody's out here in the water in the toilet, like nah, that's definitely not the case. People do understand you. People are out here, people understand like what you're going through, and people ultimately going through like some of the same things or very similar. So I'm there with you on that, and for sure, man. Likewise, I appreciate what you have to offer, and I never thought I'd be having this conversation. So, like I said, I like to take heed of my opportunities, and yeah, so I appreciate you for having me on the show, man. 100%.
I honestly, I think that was dope. And, I always preach about emotional intelligence and how not to be capricious, uh, and just don't jump to a conclusion. And I know a lot of times that's what people do. People see people trolling, but I try to understand a person's intent because that's what counts. And I know people troll just to get attention at times. And like you
Right.
said, that was a great explanation. Look, man, I'm just trying to get attention. Once I got it, I'm gonna do something with it. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You didn't come in malicious or nothing like that. I had
Right.
people come in here calling me N words just to get a reaction, and it's like, bro, that don't really do nothing to me, bro.
Yeah, they
I
might
didn't
be
been called
flagging
words.
some.
Yeah, like so I don't, but I be like what I do, by I don't do it on here, but by profession I'm a lifer, right?
Yeah.
Um, but on here I talk about like spirituality, philosophy, I talk about psychology, all in hopes of developing people. Like my whole motto over here is the better you is the better us. So the better we are as individuals, the better we are collectively. And I
Right.
think that's how you fix the world, bro. Is individuals. Like it's not the world
100%.
that's fucked up; it's the people in it. So
Right.
if the people can get right, then the world will be right. So that's just
100%.
how I play my little part. My bad. I ain't seen my people come in. Raven, what it do? Dolly's in the building. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Rita Jackson. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Nate the Great is in the building. Are you a content creator?
No, I'm not. I'm just one of those regular people that's in the world. Maybe I should be, should have been, or maybe it might
You
be
could
something.
be. You
But
could be, bro.
no, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sometimes I think about things like that, like what what I could do. And yeah, man, I appreciate that. I wish I had a team around me or something to build with, and maybe we could go in the direction that could help people, and same time help us as well.
Help help yourself and helping other people. That's what we do
Yeah.
over here, bro. That's exactly what we do. And I mean, as far as the team, I tell you like this: when I first was supposed to get on YouTube, I had a team around me,
Yeah.
and that team fell apart, and I just decided to go live and
Uh,
start talking. And then with the right people, that's how you meet the right people by doing. You know,
where you
fuck it, bro. I mean, you might not be ready, you might not know what to do, but I promise you, if you start it, the right people will come around and give you that. So that's what happened to me.
okay? Where are you from?
I'm from Michigan. I'm from Pennsylvania. I was born in Pennsylvania, moved to Michigan. I'm in Michigan right now.
Okay, Michigan. I've been in Detroit. I was there like in maybe a couple years ago, like 2020. And I was there 2018. I remember right before the pandemic. Uh, yeah, I had a good time in Michigan. I was in Detroit actually. But yeah, man. I'm south. I'm in Atlanta, um, east side, Decatur, Zone Six.
Decatur. That's what's up. I got a lot of family in. I got family in Albany in Americus, Georgia. Not too
Okay,
far
that's
from
south.
around.
That's south. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
got a I got a cousin. He do music in Atlanta.
Okay,
His
yeah,
name is Daz All Black Everything. He do like the club scene. He did a song with Jeezy.
okay,
Um, so yeah, I got family down there. I got another cousin. He a producer. I don't think he's in Atlanta no more. He moved out somewhere to the suburbs of Atlanta.
for sure, for sure. I
I
was about
forgot
to say, man,
exactly where he moved at.
when you opened when you told me how to try to get here, I was like, oh, okay, let me figure out how to get on or whatever. And so I downloaded it. Like I had to download Chromebook or whatever, not Chromebook, Google Chrome and or whatever because I got an iPhone, so I didn't work with Safari. But I downloaded Google Chrome. That's what took me so long, and had to open up my browser to allow myself to do it, like my mic and my camera or that type of access or whatever. And yeah, I heard you saying like I would click back in on the YouTube like just like to try to hear you, and I heard you say oh he's probably not even gonna say anything. He's probably just like these other people. Like they come on here and they just and then as soon as if they even do like join or whatever, they'll come on here and just start saying the most craziest stuff, and I was like,
Yeah,
"What?
bro.
I'm
I
not."
had people come up here like dudes come up here flashing like, bro, nobody want to see that, bro. What wrong with you, man? Like, no, I'm straight over here, bro.
Yeah,
Literally,
man. Nah, I'm
kids
not.
ain't
I was
and
like,
whole wife in the room, bro.
nah, you
I
can't do
rather
that
look
no
at my
more.
own than look. Hey, shout out to Louisiana, man. Hey, man, I frequent New Orleans, man. I don't know where you at in Louisiana. I got people in Louisiana too. I
Okay,
got friends, a lot of friends in Louisiana, business partners in Louisiana.
shout
Shout out to Louisiana, man. I love Louisiana.
shout out,
Food is good
man.
as hell, man. That Creole boy,
Yeah,
I get fat down there. I'm telling you, bro, I get fat fucking
Louisiana.
around with Louisiana.
Nah, for real. That's cool, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate the opportunity, man. I definitely look forward to. I subscribe
Yeah,
and
man, yeah,
I look
frequent over here, bro. I mean, I feel
good,
you
man.
got a lot to offer, even from the medical aspect, right?
Yeah,
I
man.
got my mom, she got her master's degree in nursing. My sister, PhD in psychology. I
Okay,
got a background in healthcare, so I like having those. We can have different conversations. I was
yeah,
an anesthesia assistant for 15 years, so
okay, cool.
um, you know, so yeah, like even like conversations, like we can have good dialogue,
Nah,
and
yeah,
like I said, I talk about self improvement, so that's what I do over here. We have fun too. We
I'm
fuck
definitely
around.
one of my
And
favorite
we as
philosophy.
a group of people, if you're in the sports and shit, my boy got a sports channel. If you're in
Yeah,
the music, one of my people got a music channel. My homegirl down there, Missing My, she talk about anything and everything, just life in general. Have a good time over there. Her cat be hopping and jumping.
right.
So it's a like when you said building and networking, my boy Nate the Great down there. There's a lot of content creators in my tab. So you ever need
Okay,
somewhere to go, there's other channels and cool vibes, bro.
for sure,
Cool
man.
vibes where you can,
Same here.
relax and be yourself.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that so much, and it was great being on, man. I'll probably go back to being in chat and just I'll definitely check in with you, and try to hit you up from time to time, see if we can do something.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man,
Appreciate you.
for sure. I'm Sam, by the way.
You said Sam?
Yeah, Sam, Sam.
Well, I go by the word, but my name Dory.
Okay, cool, man. Nice to meet you. Word.
Ni- Nice to meet you too, man. Have a good one, bro. Appreciate you
For
coming through.
sure. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. Subscribe up, like
Mm.
up. It's a real one.
For sure, for sure. Hey man, y'all shout out to Sam, man. And that's why I be telling people don't be so emotional so quick. Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have went off the rails and that could have went bad, but it didn't. He came through, he told his intent. He told you what it is. You know what I'm saying? He came through, fucking around, trying to get the attention of the content creator for an opportunity. He got it and he took his shot. He did his thing. appreciate that because he helped me build the content. You know, everything he was talking about is what we talking about. And he gave a deeper perspective into something I said because he was like, look, do you think everything can be healed? Some physical things can't be healed. And he gave his testimony, his story. You know, so that's what these conversations are about. That's the title of the show. Your voice matter, man. We all have voices. We all have stories, right? Don't think you're insignificant because you're not, bro. None of us are insignificant. All of our testimonies and stories can inspire, motivate, encourage, or it can help the process or begin the process of healing for other people, man. Stop being stingy, man. Stop being stingy. You know, show some love to people, man. Well, we know the world fucked up. Let's make it not. Let's not fuck it up even more, right? Let's be the change in the world that we see. You got to do that as an individual, man, and that's part of healing too. You know what I'm saying? That's part of healing. And like Gary say, you know, what helped him through a lot of the processes of healing that he go through is helping other people, man. It's helping other people, being a benefit to someone else's life, man. That's a good tool too. You know, that's why you see a lot of people who go through abuse become counselors, you know, become therapists to help other people because they know they've been through it. So they know the depths of it, right? So that's why like for me personally, that's why I do what I do. I know what people going through because I've been through the shit, bro. I know how hard this is. It ain't easy. Life ain't easy, man. And I ain't like he said earlier. It ain't no candy coat. I don't. Y'all know me. I don't candy coat shit. It is what it is, right? It's not easy. But just because it ain't easy, don't mean we gotta suffer, bro. We just gotta prepare for it. That's it. If you prepare for the negativity that life has to offer, it lessens the blow of the negativity. You go feel it still, but the blow is lessened. And not a lot of it is knowledge, man. When you know better, you tend to do better. You know better, you tend to do better. But yeah, the process of healing is a journey. Like Sam even said, you know, he said it, it's a journey. And on that journey, it's different for everybody. We might go through similar things, but a lot of times it's the experiences. It's the way we look at it. Like he was saying, like I'm literally telling you, y'all can literally ask my wife. I'm in pain every fucking day. Every day in my life I feel pain. But you know what that pain does to me? It reminds me I'm still alive. Every time I feel pain, it reminds me I still have an opportunity. That's what the pain do for me. I'm at peace with my pain. I know it's there, and I know it probably ain't going nowhere, and I'm okay with it. Because every day I feel it, I still have an opportunity. That's how I choose. That's a choice to look at it that way. A lot of people, when they go through chronic pain, it makes them bitter. Why? Because they're not only experiencing it physically, they're experiencing it emotionally and it's mentally draining. To be constantly in pain, wondering when is it gonna stop, if you ever go get some relief, that shit is mentally just I mean, that shit can mess you up mentally. And the way you think is the way you feel, the way you feel is the behavior that's created. So people in chronic pain, a lot of times they be bitter towards the world. They just be bitter. And their actions show it. That's the results. They get more bitterness. Hey, why? What it do with the business is, fam? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hey, man, y'all go show some love to my brother, KY. KY, make sure you drop your link in the chat. Make sure you drop it. Bro just hit 1 million views. Stop playing with it. Go ahead and go give him a couple more. We trying to get 5 million views by the end of the year. We trying to get him up to 5 million views. He already got 2K subscribers. Shout out to that too, bro. I see you grinding. He got a lot of good information over there, man. He was talking about the algorithm a little bit today. But he hit the nail right on the head. You know, what you do in your shorts, you want to do that. You want that to relate into your long form content also. Because if it don't, you will be drawing people to your channel from shorts. And when you go live or do an upload, that ain't what they came for. If it's different content, that ain't what they came for. So you can get a lot of. I got 30K subscribers off a short with a cat chasing a dog. I got 30K subscribers over there. My channel ain't got shit to do with a cat chasing a dog. So when people came to the channel and they don't see me talking about cats chasing dogs, guess what they don't do? They don't stick around. So what he said is accurate. You know, that man is in marketing. He talk about finances and he knows it. He know how to market now. I just say one thing. That's what he do in real life. You know, that man got a business behind him, so he know how to market. He know the whole marketing scene. So that's another one of our nines. Go check out my nine KY. Definitely check brother up. But yeah, back to the healing. Where I put my glasses at? I can't see. I already can't see, but without my glasses, I ain't gonna see. Hey, y'all go make sure y'all sub up to Dolly too. I don't know if Dolly went live recently. I don't get my notifications, but I enjoy her live. Man. When you meet real genuine people talking about life, you know, it's just I appreciate that because so many people come on here as fakes and frauds, right? Trying to, I don't know what the fuck they be trying to do. I ain't gonna speak for crazy. I can't speak for crazy, right? So I don't know what they be trying to do, but you know they be fakes and frauds, man. They be trying to project some lifestyle that they not living. That's how they project it, you know, with their content. So it's refreshing to see some down to earth people just talking about real things that matter in real life. And Dolly, one of them people, man. You got wisdom that she share. So definitely go check her out. When she go live, make sure y'all got the notification bell on so y'all get the notification. You know, my boy Gary Busted Down Brown. Raven. Is that the Raven I'm thinking of? Because there's two Ravens that come in the chat. One of them is be on that paranormal, and I love it, bro. I love the paranormal. Me and my wife go, yep, that's Raven. Go check out Raven. They do paranormal content. If you don't believe in it, go check Raven out and see if he can change your mind. See if Raven can change your mind, right? Because yeah, I rocks with the paranormal. Me and my wife go ghost hunting. Well, we used to. We since we had the kids, we haven't been. So I ain't going like 6 years. We ain't been ghost hunting in about 6 years. But she ready to go back. You know, she already booked some stuff for next year. We're going to an asylum and we're going to the Winchester mansion. I don't know if y'all know about the Winchester mansion, but opportunity to ghost hunt there is gonna be fly, bro. That shit gonna be dope. So yeah, go check out Raven. My wife will start a channel when we, get back into that. But yeah, I'm gonna record that experience at the Winchester Mansion. I'm pretty sure you're into the paranormal, so you know about the Winchester Mansion. Yeah, but we gonna get down. Yeah, man. But that's the thing over here. If you seen the thumbnail, you see the Just Us League. You know, it's just us, man. It's just us. We all we got, so we got to support one another. We want to grow this community. You know, and with I want it to be versatile, right? We ain't just talking about one thing. I do my thing, Gary do his thing, BDB do his thing, Kalani do his thing. You know, Commander come up on here or she got access to any channel I got, she do her thing, right? We all versatile and we're diverse. You know, we all can do different things, different ways. So no matter what kind of content you create, you want to be part of this community, part of the nine. Miss Ma do her thing. You know, if you want to be part of this community, we're just trying to create a community where people can be themselves. You don't have to come on here fake. You don't have to front. Ain't nobody disrespecting nobody. We very civil people because we got fucking manners and we have morals. We got all that, right? So we have to set the decorum. We have to set the example because most people need to be led anyway. So why not be the example that lead them the right way? You know, uh, there's enough bullshit in the world, and I don't need to add to it. That's my mom. Yeah. That's what I do. Bro. Enough bullshit in the world. Y'all go check out DD too. Go check out DD too. He posts content, but he do a lot of inspirational posts. If I'm not mistaken, almost every day you always go get something motivational, inspirational from Didi. So definitely go check sis out. Like I said, it's a lot of this. Hold on, did I miss something? What's going on? You mad at me? Yeah. Why you mad at Daddy? You go tell Daddy why you mad at? Yeah. Why you mad at me, baby? It's my mommy. You don't want to live with your mom. You want to live with Daddy? Okay. Okay. You can live with Daddy. My daughter mad at me because I sent her in the room. I don't. Said shout out to Dolly for this. Move, move. Yeah, but push the button. You can't push the buttons, baby. Yeah. Not yet. Wait, I let you have a turn at the end. She like my turn, Daddy, but she seen me scroll through the chat. Yes, Dolly is. Shout out to Dolly, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Dolly. Vertical gifting. Oh, okay. I'm not. Hold on. Let me go out and come back in because my thing wasn't on the vertical gift, so that's probably why. See it. Shout out to Dolly, man. I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's different, and it don't show up in StreamYard for some reason. Oh, I see it now. Heart slow thumbs up. I appreciate. I gotta make it a mode. I gotta make it a video for that. Appreciate that, Dolly. Appreciate that. I apologize. I didn't see it because I wasn't on the vertical live stream on my phone, and it don't show up in StreamYard. I had to get on the vertical live stream on my phone. Like if I go vertical and you click on it before the show start, it'll put you in the regular stream. It won't be like vertical on your phone. But if you go out and come back in, it'll turn back to vertical. Yeah, it didn't show up on StreamYard. It didn't show up on my on the regular thing neither. It only shows up. Yeah. But yeah, healing is a journey, man. And everybody's journey is different, right? Everybody's journey is different. And like this is how I feel, and this is just me talking from my own personal experience, right? I didn't look at no studies or statistics or nothing. I'm just talking from my personal experience and what I have observed. A lot of time that journey is difficult because people are not equipped with the proper mindset, meaning their mind frame, how they look at the situation. People don't have the proper tools and they don't have the proper support it makes the journey harder. And like Sam said earlier, it could almost make it impossible to heal from things if you don't have those things. I just think it's more you higher your chances of healing when you have those things versus when you don't, right? It's just higher the chances. And therapy, is almost like a cheat code. Therapy can be a cheat code because in therapy, not only do you get the awareness of what you need to heal from, but you get the tools to utilize while you're on that journey. So that's things that you don't have to uncover yourself because if you don't have the proper knowledge or understanding, you might not ever truly know how childhood trauma affect your adult life. You would think like you just going through something or this is something new when it's actually a cycle that you put yourself in a loop in. Okay, Lena, if you go sit here, yeah, I know, but you have to be quiet, mama. You have to be quiet, okay? Now she ain't gonna listen. She not gonna listen. False prophet. I don't even know how to respond to that. I would never. I guess that. Okay. Are you saying Jesus Christ is a false prophet, or are you saying I'm a false prophet? Be a little bit more concise. Can you delineate for us, please? Yes, Mama. Where Mommy at? You wanna Okay, you want to go live with Mommy? Go get your cup. Go get your cup. I'll give you some more milk. All right, go get your cup for Daddy. Thank you. I be trying to trick my daughter. She too smart for that. I can't believe I'm about to have a 3 and a 6 year old. 3 and a 6 year old, bro. 3 and a 6 year old. And that was even before I had kids, right? I knew I had work to do. This is the thing too, because like I'm sitting here telling you, when people say generational curses, they make it sound all supernatural, right? What it really is learned behavior, right? It's generational learned behavior. Even though I didn't experience what my mother or my grandmother experienced, I was still experience the results of their experience because the way those experiences shape and mold them, that's how they're molding me, predicated upon their insecurities, what they failed at, what hurt them. They try to steer me away from that because they couldn't accomplish something. They feel I won't be able to accomplish something. That happens a lot. Is generational learned behavior. People say generational curses. Yeah. You can't find it? Okay, I'll find it for you. I'll find it for you. Daddy find it? Okay, let Daddy find it. Come on, let's go find it. So I knew it was important for me to heal from that, so I wouldn't affect my peers with my insecurities, the things I didn't accomplish, um, the pain that I felt. I wouldn't make them fearful of things that they may not ever experience. How do you lose something? Or flip it? Oh man, you really lost it, but I don't see how you lose something that's right on the bed. Well, I could not have had kids when I was younger. I did not have the patience for it. Little girl, little girl, come on now. Some pissing. Okay, come on, we have to improvise. Come on, we gonna improvise, okay? Oh man, I apologize. This girl was supposed to be asleep hours ago. She took a late nap, and I got to pay for it. Now, now I'm paying for it. Look, this is where the patience kick in when you had kids. This is where the patience kick in. But yeah, it was important for me to heal from a lot of the things I experienced. I didn't grow up traditionally. I spent the first 9 years of my life with my grandmother, which was very beneficial because I was raised around a lot of older people. So, especially in those development years. uh, I had a high sense of like morality because of the people I was around. You know, I got a lot of structure and discipline because of the people I was around. So that was actually beneficial. And then after 9, I moved away from all my family, you know, to Detroit. And, you know, with my mom and stepdad. Um, so it's still, like I said, I had a father in the home, but he was abusive physically, like kicking my ass. Um, so grew up, you know, I had to heal from that because, like, when you're a kid, man, it's hard to understand what you're going through and why it's happening, right? I didn't know why it was happening. I didn't know he was abusive towards me. Um, it was a couple reasons, but the main reason is because he didn't like my biological father. Him and my biological father, you know, got into it. My dad whooped his ass, and he was taking a lot of that on me. You know, he was taking me and my dad look alike. So shit, he seen me and seen my dad. Okay, I'll be in here in a minute. Okay. I love you. I love you. Okay. Oh, shit, handful. So I didn't, you know, looking at my stepdad, I was happy to have a dad, right, in the house. Like, so I looked at him as a dad, but he never really treated me like a son. And as a kid, you wonder why. Like, I'm doing all the right things. You know what I'm saying? So why can't I get the love that other kids get from their dad or even their stepdad? You know, I was really good in sports, football, baseball, basketball, really good. You know, he used to always downplay or never really show any interest in me playing sports. You know, so I never had that support from him, from a dad. You know, a kid, especially a boy, into sports. Ideally, especially watching TV, it's the dad there supporting them. It was always my mom. You know, that encouragement that I never got that from him. So, you know, as growing up as a kid, you wondering why. Like why me? Why can't I? You know what I'm saying? And you realize like as you get older, you go through this process, it wasn't never you. You know, it was always him. It wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. You know, and that's hard to accept sometimes, you know, because you want to know why. What did I do? And it's really nothing you did. It's really them. You know, as a kid, why do I mean this is getting uh like if you look at the news, man, these parents unaliving their kids, you know, is it more than what it was 15, 20 years ago? Honestly, I don't know. I just know that it is sickening. Yeah, like me being a parent now is sickening. And it's like, why is this happening? Why is this occurring? You know, it's not the kid's fault. It's something wrong with the parent, right? It's not the kid's fault. It's the parent's fault. It's the parents doing the action, unaliving the kids. Or the kids might be loud. The kids might, you know, break things, mess things up, make the house. I clean up my house every night when they go to sleep. And then before I wake up, the house is full. That's just what kids do, right? Kids do that shit. That's what they do. Kids cry a lot. Kids whine a lot. Like it's what almost it's 2 o'clock in the morning. My daughter is still running in and out the room, in and out the room. It's annoying, right? It is. It's very annoying, especially when you're trying to do something. But she's a child. That's what kids do, right? Kids are annoying. I know I was an annoying little shit. I know I was. I was very annoying. I know I created high blood pressure in my grandmother, my mom. I know I did all that shit. Cause I was wild. Like my daughter reminded me so much of me. I was wild. So I did shit I wasn't supposed to do. But I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Kids are curious. They want to see how this works, do that. So they do that shit. That don't give no adult no reasoning to unalive them. What are you doing? Ain't you supposed to be asleep? What are you doing? Okay, we about to go to bed. Okay, we gonna go to bed. Hey man, I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow. I was gonna try to finish up the show. We've been rocking for an hour and a half. Man. My daughter is not having that right now, so I'm definitely about to put her butt to sleep. But I appreciate everybody who came through, especially the new people and especially the old people. Right? Shout out to Dolly. Appreciate the gifts. Appreciate that. That helps support the show. That helps support me to do the show. Every little thing adds up to something big, major. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I think that's the first, uh, vertical gift I got because I think that's the first time I went vertical. But yeah, man, let me get my butt off here and put this little girl to sleep. Cause she's not going to sleep without me and her. She's just not ready. She's just. But I appreciate everybody. I hope new people come back. I'm gonna do this vertical thing again, man. We get and attracted some new people. That was the goal. I had a great conversation with Sam. Shout out to him. But your voice do matter, man. I want, especially over here. I want everybody to know that. So anytime I'm talking about something and the link drops, come up and express your voice. Y'all, you've been rocking with me, or even if you new, check this out, man. I think everybody's opinion is important until shown otherwise. Now, if you come up here on some BS, I'm gonna tell you about it. But if you come up here and add substance, then we're gonna indulge it, right? And I think it's beneficial because we can learn from one another. You know, everybody ain't got all the answers, but collectively we can find solutions for them, right? We can find solutions if we work together. It's easier with two minds than one. So definitely, don't be afraid to hit the link. We all we got. So we go support one another. We go build with one another. That's what we do over here in this community. Welcome to the nine, man. Appreciate y'all. But y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations that create nations. And if we say anything to resonate with you, do me a favor, hit that share button, tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until next time, we out.
And do it for the nine.
What up, Nine?
Acknowledge me!